Moments of this game, beautiful change of direction, desperate defense coming through. Moments of this game, beautiful change of direction, desperate defense coming through.
Facebook ndio better. Yeah, so it's Facebook.
Oh, tumeanza?
We on? Okay. Instagram, yeah, keep calling your friends. That doesn't make sense to us at all.
Ufanyaje? Leave it correct Instagram.
Hey, Chacha Mwito is already inside.
Aya, ladies and gentlemen. Hey. Well, karibuni sana to episode 10. We have the Godfather.
Baba Yao.
Baba Yao kidogo.
Baba Lao.
Hiyo ni small title.
Father of times.
Godfather. Unajua
Godfather.
Godfather.
Alisema kitu kingine. Alisema is it Godfather? Alisema nini?
Not Godfather, but
Godfather.
What was the other?
Everybody.
There's nothing like that. I mean, what is it?
Everybody I know. Yeah. Hii koza episode nimekuja, manze inspired me ndo nifundisha muulize juu coach nini. My guys of KCB, how ndo to change tulikuwa Rutwani. To change aka introduce vijana. Welcome Mr. B.
Asante sana.
Episode 10 to
Thank you.
Episode 20 tuko sawa.
Number 10. In the Bombe chat.
This
episode is special to me
yes,
because he did not pick me for any team.
you are playing same position na Oscar Osi.
No, I was just there. I was a noisy brat. My role was very known. Hey, you just tell them.
As you can tell from the cap, you appear
When Matos kill me. And most guys know Matos.
as a fat nini.
Fat loud mouth.
You know Impala has a clique of very cool old men.
Yeah, man.
Saka wewe unajua nakuta old. When ni old, sasa wewe ni Godfather of cool. Godfather of rugby, Godfather of cool. Unavaa Vangepa.
Yeah, man.
Kawaida.
Aya.
They forced me to wear it this way.
Let's start it off.
I'm sure all of you know that.
So
LL Cool J never took off his hat. Anyway, let's start it off by just asking each of us. I'm going to start with, of course, the guest is going to start off. Then we'll go to Poggy, then myself. We'll talk about the highlight of your week. What is your highlight?
I think my highlight is basically just coming here. This COVID thing inachocha. Imeharibu kabisa. So it's good at least I'm here. It's also good to at least see fellow rugby people. And most of all, I think it's good to talk to a lot of rugby people.
Poggy?
My highlight yangu ilikuwa jana nikiwatch Netflix. Flip Netflix. I stumbled on a sport called Salsio something.
Salsio Kumaga.
The Italy one, the floor. That thing is pure violence. My goodness. Wow. No, it is rugby, wrestling, boxing, MMA, yani.
Hooligans.
That's a rugby we used to play in primary school.
British Bulldog with violence.
Yani, there's a
British Bulldog.
There's a line of defenders.
That's basically what happened even in primary school. A guy used to pick the ball like so, then everybody is
blocking guys and
blocking and chapping whoever is coming for the ball. You know, I used to laugh because I used to know what rugby was all about at that time. Everybody's just ati body anachukua ball hivi alafu wengine wanajipanga. It was like American football now. So they used to say, that's rugby. I used to tell them, you guys don't know what you're talking about.
That was my highlight. That sport, I wish I'll travel to Florence to watch that sport. And it's played once a year.
I have two highlights.
Oh, that's one of versus the two villages.
Yes.
This is one of the two of the villages. Yes.
The provinces. When you are born, where you are born is where you play for. You don't move.
You don't call outsiders.
And the thing is like a small stone.
Yes.
There's like a stone about
a ball.
It's a ball like a medicine ball.
Yes.
Yeah. I've seen that.
I have a semi-highlight about your sport. Yesterday there was a discussion online, and a certain Absalom Juma was talking to James. James was talking to Poggy. He was typing in Swa. James speaks Swahili nowadays. I asante sana. It's amazing. Absalom. Okuna vile mtu alipigwa. Fine. That's the other highlight for me. Has to be Bill Githinji is here. Finally got him out of his cocoon to come to TV, some form of TV. It's very rare.
Maybe these days you must learn how to speak Swahili. Pale Queens ni shida. Utongena Godi how many words of English? Shout out to Mark Mshila.
Are you asking me to apply for the Queen's head coach job?
Mark Mshila is the Queen's head coach.
Hapana, you guys survive Queens.
Mark, umeingia?
Hizi survive
Hey.
Queens.
So, shout out to Jackson. Welcome.
So, Bin, Erica knows Lingala, that he plays for a band, Lingala band. How did you start playing rugby? How did you get into this game?
And how did he go straight to club?
No, I have questions.
There are many things. Let me be honest with you. Rugby, we moved from Nairobi West to Jamhuri Estate in 1977.
1977.
1977.
Instagram tulieni 1977.
In that same year,
What age were you, sorry?
I wouldn't say about
Wait, wacha bana hizo maswali.
usha.
Primo pengine.
Hapana. Sasa, so what happens is that you go to this estate, it's new, you've been playing ball all your life, you love football, then you go to this estate, you're chilled, nothing much, you're bullied here and there by some few guys here and there. But on the field, when you go to the field, you see them playing something different. And you're wondering, what is this? So you don't get involved immediately. You know, when you're new in an estate, lazima unachungulia kutoka. So I chilled kidogo. Then towards the end, now December, during the holidays, the estate was very lively. Shake, British Bulldog.
There
was King. There was King and Queen. And unfortunately, the King and the Queen would be even males, depending on ule amechapwa na hiyo tennis ball last and second last. So they used to play a lot of touch. So I joined one day and that was it. So the following year, 78, I think is when Kenya played. Was it Miroz? Miroz. Actually, I went for the Miroz team. I did a game. I didn't go for the Kenya game. Miroz, I think it was the first time that they ever played as all black. I went for that game. Was Blackheath. I think it was Blackheath, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. It was so exciting to the point that we had gone with some guy who used to play for Queens, a very good player called Charles Kate. Yeah. The Kate family, I mean, it was Chris Kate who played for Impala and there's Charles Kate who played for Queens. So at halftime, Charlie tells me, hey boss, if you're a man, go and touch the ball in the middle of the field. At halftime. Those days the ball used to be left at center. The teams are haggling. Those days they never used to have the
changing rooms.
They used to do it on the pitch. But I chomoka bana from the stand where the main guys, the main stand where everybody used to sing, Kina Rogers Otolo and what have you. And I ran to the middle of the field. I touched the ball. I kicked it. Then I obviously fetched it and then brought it back and then ran back to the stands. That was actually my highlight, one of my highlights, and introduction to playing. But basically, in Jamhuri, we played touch, rugby, and then also we used to play contact. Actually, I started playing contact rugby when I think I was in Form 1. But in the estate, not in school. Not in school.
Why not in school?
I joined Upper Hill, and I never used to get along with a few of the guys who used to be.
Oh, it's like a bunch of matos.
So I decided, no, I'm not going to do this.
Please be sure. A bunch of matos want something for Upper Hill.
Then obviously I was shipped out.
So you
to a local school somewhere.
Chinga High School.
Somewhere in the Shakzuko.
So I went to Chinga High School where the teachers were really cheap.
I went to Nyahururu actually.
That was not
so you went there, there was no rugby there?
There was nothing. There were rugby balls though. But obviously you try and introduce it, everybody's looking at you like... So I didn't play any rugby, but I played a lot of football. I loved football. And I was a controller. No, okay, not number 5, but I used to play 6. In soccer. So I used to control. I was the midfielder.
Yeah, you are the anchor. That is general.
Yeah.
6.
And I loved it. And, yeah.
So what when you came into rugby now fully in club, say, what was your first position?
Fullback. I played fullback. Very interesting. My first training session was
at Harlequins. What I wanted to hear. First training session was Queens.
at Harlequins. First training session.
Wow.
So, kina Chaliangawa bwana bullied me day one, and because obviously, you go with your bro. You go where your bro has gone.
Yes. Where you?
And my bro was Charles Kate that time, and he was my big bro that time. So he told me, come we join.
Queens.
So Charlie, then there was also Samindegwa, who was called Spider. He's called Spider. He was a good surveyor. He played for Kenya also in scrum of position. So I went there, and I didn't enjoy the training session. And I went home. Simple. I mean, it was, that time actually, Jammu only had Queens players and Mwamba players. They didn't have any players at Impala. I was actually the first guy from Jamhuri Estate to join Impala.
So how did you go to Impala? So you've already played, you trained with
I used to
Queens?
watch games over the fence. During the holidays, it was almost free at Impala because it was through our friends. Unaingia tu ndani, Queens you had to pay at the gate. So I used to go and watch games at Impala.
So you've gone, you trained with Queens one session, boarding session. Decided the next day.
I really love to know
The
about
Thursday.
this session.
The next Thursday, you said, let me go.
Thursday I went to Impala. So when I went to Impala, I enjoyed my session. I did. I actually enjoyed my session, and it was interesting. We had the games, we did the training, we had the game situation, and then eventually the team was called. Now, when the team was called, I was called as number 15. I was picked for the first team at Impala after my first training session.
Boss.
So far, you have 3 guys now in this show.
3 old
No,
men.
in this show, 3 guys who trained first.
Yes.
Training session today, game Saturday.
All the was it.
Yeah.
Lavin, Oseto, and I do.
Yeah.
Hey,
Let me give you the story. So the training session has ended at 7:30. The guy I've benched was called Barry Hopdale or something like that. I'm Zungu guy. But another guy, he threw a tantrum.
How can this kid?
He left the team and went to Nondi's. And when we were playing Nondi's, because we were playing Nondi's that weekend, he was playing fullback for Nondi's.
Wait, Connie, those times Kerry wasn't around.
Those not Mike Mwanja.
So you just leave.
You just leave, and a lot of guys haven't talked about it, but there's a lot of organization that has gone on in Kenya Rugby.
You just, I've been dropped today, I go to the other club.
He went to Nondi's and he was picked.
At 15.
So I don't know whether Nondi's used to train on
A day later or
Fridays,
something.
but I
Just
knew
you
it was
guys.
traditional. The teams, the rugby teams those days were very traditional. Training was actually Tuesday and Thursday. So, you're running on, but you're excited. What have you?
Then you look at
They check.
this guy.
The same guy.
And then on that same training session, after the whole thing is done, some wako decides that I don't know how to tackle properly.
Is it?
Same training session. So
You're allowed to swear, by the way. It's internet.
no, I'm trying so hard.
It's free.
Don't stop. Don't stop
You are
yourself.
not,
And meanwhile,
No, my daughters are watching, so
I'm sure. They're adults.
no. So what happened? What happens is they give me Big G Mayoki. Have you guys heard of G Mayoki?
I'm not even pretend.
Hard of.
The late, he's the late, but he was
I'm not even.
he was shocking. That guy was shocking.
Yeah.
Shockingly
He was big. He was big and he was an animal. So he tells me we're going to do 10 suicides, but it's going to be 10 meters. But the difference of this whole thing is that you're going to be in the middle of the
In the 5 meter, no, come on.
the 5 meter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run this way. You tackle me. Then I go over to the other side and come back, tackle me. But I passed him like 6 times, man. Just chopping me, just chopping me. Missing even, he was even stepping, what. Then I got tired.
You just decided
I just decided this guy, mimi na
let it end.
It was painful. It was very painful, but I put in the tackle.
Hey!
He patted me, told me, I think this is over. Yeah, I think you've done well. All you have to do is, I don't think the guys who are going to run at you are going to be as big
As big as but now since you've tackled
Since you're able to tackle me, you'll be able to take on anybody else.
So what year is this? First club game?
85.
85. Hey. I'm not sure at 85. I'm not sure my folks had met in 85.
I was also just nothing. As just a person. I think.
85.
Yeah.
85.
So club, your highlight from club rugby, your playing day, before you move to call-ups to national teams. Your highlights, when you I usually ask this question when you sit down, I can say you shall sit down. You're looking back at your career, say,
I think beating Barclays at Barclays 5-3. That was my highlight.
5-3.
5-3, and I think but I know I'm the one who scored that try.
Maybe we can describe what Barclays was.
Oh, yeah,
Barclays,
for Instagram.
Barclays was
Barclays was
crazy
the
team.
Yeah, Barclays was the KCB
With the
now.
KCB now.
Basically.
With more mongrels. No, true story.
A scarier version.
And those guys were
At
mongrels.
that time, Impala was sort of like blood. Sort of.
No, not
What was it?
not
What was
really
Impala?
like blood. It was almost like, say, Menengai Oilers.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Menengai Oilers beat
Yeah.
KCB right now.
At home.
At home.
At home.
5-3.
That was my highlight. That was in 87, I think. And I was actually picked for the Kenya team that year.
That was on your picks now, 87.
87. So what happened was that I also had grown. I was a big boy then. From being measly 78 kgs, now I was about 90 kgs.
Hey!
And I still used to play fullback and I enjoyed it.
Hey!
But what happens is that, as you grow, I've always been a clever player. In terms of seeing what's up and what have you. And that's why I think the most clever players are the guys who look and see what's in front of them.
And don't play to the book.
And yeah.
So your call up to Kenya, was it? So we usually ask this question. Was it? How you called up? How did they let you?
What was the process? What was the process?
Boss, Barua.
Barua.
But first and foremost, you're called by your coach. You're told, congratulations. Unamwangalia unashindwa. What are you congratulating me? Tells me you've been called to Kenya team. And I was like, that's a bit soon. Cause I think I'd only played what? Because in 85 I played, 3 games. And then the season was over. In 86 we played not too many games also. Because those days not many teams used to be in the first division. And
That's it.
I'm
Kenya.
called. I'm
So
in
this
Kenya
is
team.
a 15 side.
15 side, yeah.
87.
In 87.
What was the tournament you guys were called for? What was
It was the All Africa Games. Those days, All Africa Games incorporated rugby.
15th rugby.
15th rugby, yes.
And from your friends, this is from Herbert Mwachiro and KT. Basically, they were talking about that you're the youngest.
You're the youngest guy in that squad.
on that squad.
Yes, I was. I was actually, I was 19.
You were 19.
I was 19 then.
Okay.
I had not turned 20 because me and they call us late bloomers, those guys of end of year.
End of year.
So I had not turned, and I think All Africa Games was in April or something like that. I can't remember.
What was your experience as the youngest player in that squad? What exactly was going on? Training sessions.
I was very lazy. Yeah? I was a very lazy guy. Up to now, I don't believe in Rodi.
To this day.
To this day.
You have very many fans right now.
No, I'm serious. I don't believe in Rodi.
There are several players like you.
You won't believe it. You won't believe it. I mean, even now, if I go to a game of touch, I'm very explosive.
Yeah.
But Rodi has never been my
has
team.
never been part of the.
So let me give you a story. We've been hosting, we are at Comfy Hotel, because that was our camp. Comfy it's called Sorona or something in Parklands. And one day, the coach wakes us up. I think that time it was coach players, Akina Max, Akina Jackson Omaido. They wake us up and tell us we're going Rodi. Tunaenda mpaka ile sign ya welcome to Kiambu and coming back.
From Ojiji Road or whatever.
Yeah, from Parklands.
Parklands.
Yeah.
You're going to welcome to Kiambu and back.
And back.
Na kuko na barabara.
Ndio najaribu kufikiria. Running through the forest.
Fitness, nipatie hizi
Short
suicide
grip,
nini, what.
So yeah.
2-3 laps, nini, I'm okay with that.
Lakini
Again,
nienda sijui wapi.
Lavin, Oseto, same problem. Ni kama
Sasa tunaambia tuende Rodi. So tumeamka mapema. I think it was 5 or something like that. You know, second last. Come back. With props. Akina stand Ramogo and what have you.
Like, okay.
You're running behind with flab.
I was second last to get to the whatever. And I'm the youngest. So but I was so mad by those ones. Kina Max and what have you, they really gave me.
This is
No, man, you're too lazy.
This is like
What?
This is like X being at the back with Nani. Kina Musala.
Kina Musala and what have you.
So All Africa Games, who are you playing? And did you well you shield ama you what happened?
Debacle. Oh my God. Problems. I don't think it's something that has been discussed ever.
Ever. Yes, that's why we like this show.
I think us younger guys should have been given more game time in those tournaments.
Oh, it's a thing.
That is why Bill is there.
All the time it has happened. Don't worry, you know the first one.
That is why.
And that's the difference between me and a lot of
yes,
coaches.
that is what I wanted to say. It fed into your philosophy as a coach.
Completely.
Because
I knew I was on top of the game. Personally, I think there's some guys who actually entered that team because of me. Me feeding them, making sure
making them with a
sitasema ni nani
like
lakini
watu
wanajijua.
Timu ya Kenya unasema? Kina Lavin. Mko sawa?
No. I'm not talking about the others. I'm saying when I was playing.
Lavin ni mzee, but Lavin akucheza 87.
Yeah. So when I was playing, actually, I'm serious. I know there are guys who got into that team. Yes, they were good players, but I made them look really nice. Yeah. So I got my official 2 caps in that thing, but I came in as a sub. I think one game I played 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and the other one I played something like 15 or 20 minutes. The other times I played, yes, we were told we are Kenya, we were against those invitational sides.
Oh, when they are coming to Amanini.
So I can't remember, I think we played St. Mary's, and then also I think we played...
St. Mary's from...
St. Mary's College, I think, was it college from England? And there was some Helena's, what, I can't remember what. It's a long time, but
so that
those are the games I played.
That's 15s.
Yes.
Did you ever play for 7s?
I never played 7s rugby.
Was there
national team?
No.
Was there a 7s? Was there a 7s culture at that time?
No, there was no 7s culture per se, but those Watembezi.
Watembezi, yeah.
Those Watembezi that was there. I went for trials and I was dropped. And the guy who they picked was... You know, I became a 7s coach and I came to learn a lot of things.
So in hindsight, unaangalia sema hasa alichogwa nini?
No, walinichuja live.
Aya, so national team tuweka kando. So between 85 and when you first became coach, this is what, 93?
When you became coach of
Impala? 96?
96?
Yes.
So all this time you're playing club rugby for Impala?
Yes.
What are some of the trophies you won then?
Tulishinda matrophy kweli. I think we won Kenya Breweries Festival. That's when I remember winning.
Breweries Festival. Shout out to
Hi Bito.
That's
for you guys, for the daughters watching. That's where they met. Anyway, but
we won Gestetna 7s,
which was what?
It was the Nondis tournament actually. The last Gestetna 7s ever held.
Where?
Was won by Impala in 87.
87. Okay, and also...
I was an Otero those days, but I think, probably I think I was MVP. Yeah, because I was MVP in the East Africa.
All African Games?
The Kenya Breweries.
Lakini
hiyo tulikunywa ya bure.
Okay, in between, before you became coach of Impala, in between, so from 87 to 96, Impala went through hard times.
Very, very hard times.
We were even demoted.
We were relegated.
Yeah.
What happens that I also was very inactive from 89 when I got a job. When I got a job, some bugger decided that I'm going to be working up to 8 o'clock every evening and killed my rugby. I used to try and play, but there's not much that I could do. So I added from 90 kgs, I think, to 110 kgs.
What?
Yeah.
Still at 15?
Again, Miss Pendangi Rodi.
Clearly.
No, kutembea, I love walking by there. I do my even 10 kms and what have you, but
on jogging to that?
Yeah, jogging. But it's just something I don't like. Yeah. It's not something that I'd rather you take me to a pitch and tell me do 50 laps.
Hey, you see where you're going.
Yeah, there's something about seeing and knowing exactly what's happening around.
Being in control.
Being in control of what's happening around.
So the year...
So 89, I didn't play much. 90, I didn't play much. Then 91, I was moved to another department and became a bit more active at, because now I could attend training sessions and what have you. In that particular year, we didn't do too badly in Kenya Cup. And in 92, again, we didn't do too badly. Then something happened in 92 that almost crashed Impala. We lost almost 80% of the players. Just disappeared, just gone.
As in gone, as in...
Gone. From having a training session of about 40 people to having a training session where you have 13 people. It was bad.
Hey!
And that same year, what happens that as these people left us, the management also resigned and...
the people gave up, you know?
People basically gave up.
Hey, so what happened?
So in 93...
Now this is 93.
Yeah, so 93, we had to sort ourselves out. So
as players?
As players, yes. As players. So some of us became chairman. I became chairman at 26 years old.
Yes, that is...
Actually, is it 25? I was chairman of Impala at 25.
At 25, I was still changisha guys to buy kibao and such like things.
Yeah. I was chairman I was the chairman of Impala in 93.
93?
Yes.
At 25?
At 25.
With Impala
with Akina Moses Brown and people, you know, there's some guys who brought Impala to where it is, but they'll never be mentioned. So the Moses Brown, Kina John Bull, everybody, you know, now we had to actually look from within. You know, that kind of, you're young guys, you have no money, you have nothing. And but the one thing you have is commitment to.
Yes, what we know is that we love this sport and we're committed to this club.
And we're going to try and rebuild it.
So did the main club, did they help you guys? Ubayako
main club
uonangi mbele. Sikiza, acha nimalize hapa. Tulia.
No, ni mtu wa OCS.
Ata tulisha main club ndio tuongea main club. Pala rugby nilianza club. Tafadhali tulia. Acha niulize swali, acha ndio
OCS.
Watu OCS apenda hizi maswali juu inaumiza. So, did you guys get any help financially from the club, or did you guys do it by yourselves from your pocket?
No, we actually, let me be honest with you, we got help from a few people. The Eman Lubembes, Douglas Wekomba, no, those are guys who actually came through for us. Jeff Radier, they came through for us. They were not playing, but they were part of us and helped us try and rebuild Impala again. So in 93, I think we also lost to, actually, you know, a lot of guys keep talking about 95 against
Queens.
You know, we lost 96-0 to KCB in an Eric Shally Shield game.
96-0.
So we
96-0.
So it's already relegated.
We
relegated.
were relegated in 92.
Oh.
And in 93, we lost 96-0 to KCB. I think that's the time KCB actually were promoted.
Yeah, that's 93, 92, 93.
It was around that area.
Yes, that was fascinating.
And so everybody keeps saying, you guys were chap at 96, what, 95 by worst guys. We accept,
Best
yeah,
friends.
we lost that particular game. But anyway, we lost 96-0 to KCB. We had 12 players on the pitch.
What?
Yes. I was watching from the fence. So look, up to now, Solomon Munywa keeps asking me, Bill, where were you? Because you were not there that day. I was injured. I was injured. And with my injury, there's no way I would have gotten onto the pitch because I knew I would have just destroyed myself completely.
So you stayed away.
So I stayed, I stayed on the fence. That time, that fence, I used to come from Jammu. In fact, that time I went round because I had moved out of home. I went to the fence and I was looking through the fence because it was ashaming to see my guys play, and you count and you see there are 12. And you can't do anything about it. So we lost 96-0. I'm the chairman. Towards the end of that year, we had Fladiz shock on us, our first sponsorship.
First sponsorship ever.
In the Fladley tournament. It was actually through me as chairman.
Hey!
I'm very proud of it, by the way. And I was 25.
Toast to that. That's all
Yeah.
How much was it?
It was 30,000 Kenya shillings. 30,000 bob. I'm telling you, it was a lot of cash. It was a lot of cash.
It's like 300,000 now.
Our gate those days used to be like 10K.
So this is 3 times your gate?
3 times your gate.
That's a lot of money.
It was good money.
So 93, so your stint as chairman was between 93 and 90?
And 94.
94.
It was only 1 year.
1 year?
Because what happened is we somewhat survived. We got new players, a new player influx. I think that's the time Akina Oscar came. Oscar, Willie, Zaf. I am not sure whether Philo, Benja. I think it was about that time.
90.
I think it was about that time. So all of a sudden, you come for training, and
all of a sudden,
Philo was not training by the Philo was seated on the stands.
Philo Mwenezi.
Of course.
Philo came and he had brought Benja for training.
Yani, okay.
Everyone has a story.
Very, very interesting. So he's brought Benja for training. Him is seated uko juu kwa nini.
He's like, he's mchezo yangu.
So at that time, you're trying to bring up the club. All of a sudden, there's an influx. All of a sudden, some of the senior guys start coming back to
the management.
The management. It sort of happened like it was unbelievable.
So transitional chairman, 93. Between you are chairman for hard times.
93, 94. I think after the sponsorship, and because we really ran a very good tournament that year. And I think people saw that we're actually serious, irrespective of what numbers we have. And so a lot of people came back into Impala Rugby. And voila, all of a sudden.
You're sidelined.
Then the numbers start checking in. I can't remember who was captain after that. I think maybe I was chairman, then I became captain. It was one of those.
So 94, 95.
So chairman, then become captain. Then you run that season. That's the same year Obondi came in. Sorry, 90. Situma.
Hey.
It was a good set. It was a good set.
The 93 patch team.
Yeah.
About, I think, 70% of them came to Impala.
A lot of them came.
Yeah.
So now, captain, you've retired. Say, did you?
I'm not retired. I'm still 25, 26.
26. Yeah. So first experience as coach.
Oh my God, that was in 96.
You're still playing. You've not retired.
I became coach after 95.
After the 95 game. That game is monumental.
Sorry, who was the coach at that time?
That game is monumental.
95.
I think it was Lucky, if I'm not wrong. But I don't think he was. It was. He was. You know, Lucky was also. He was a good coach, but he was not. He was busy. He was a steward. So you know, he used to fly a lot and what have you and what. Yeah. But we were chaperoned by a very good team.
Very good.
You know, a lot of people don't know anything about that game, but the truth about it is that it was a Queen Barclays team.
Oh, so guys, when Barclays was
Disbanded,
the good number of those
a
guys
lot of the guys, especially the top players,
went to Queens.
went to play for Queens. So you can imagine that combination.
Just-
So I think the first game that they played was against Queens. So I think they were trying to prove a point. And if I'm not sure, maybe did they win Kenya Cup? Maybe they lost Nondis. No, Nondis those days was
Terrible.
no, I think they might. No, they actually lost.
They lost Nondis. So first you became coach after
95. As we discussed that thing up to 5 a.m. with all the players, Akina Benja, Akina Oscar, telling ourselves that this will never happen.
This will happen, yeah.
Never, ever. Will we ever be beaten by this score again? We will never, ever look down. And from there on, I think we had Enterprise. We got to the semis. We actually even beat KCB in that towards the semi, I think. But semis, I think, were beaten either by Nondis or Queens. I'm not sure.
So that is coach. You are thrown into the deep end as coach.
I was thrown into the deep end as coach
Player, coach.
at 28.
At 20.
Actually, 28, yeah.
28 was already coach.
Yeah, I was coaching at 28.
Chairman at 25,
So-
coach at 28. The hell is going on?
You already
I feel like I've underachieved in life.
so
No.
you already
Impala.
Impala coach. You've done.
Impala,
How did you
done.
move to now to Kenya?
No, that's another story altogether. We won the circuit. No, we were quite good at sevens. Even 97, 98, 99 is, I think the first circuit was in 99.
Yes.
And in 99, I think we won 3 out of 4 tournaments. And I was called by Stuart Ukuhat.
Ukuat. You know, they rounded off to
The proper thing is supposed to be Akat. I had Oscar trying to give you stories on
Lavin also said well, he round off to the nearest Luo word.
Yule mzee alikuwa na mguu ingine.
So called you up.
He called me, he told me, no, he actually didn't call me, he actually came to Impala. As we were coaching, then he told me that something is happening and we think that we'd like you to coach Kenya.
This is 99.
In towards the end of 99 now, coming into 2000. I think it was in December 99.
So
I told them, it was exciting.
I can imagine.
99, one, you're just turning 32, you're being told, hey boss,
Come coach.
come and coach the national team.
Hey.
And I loved sevens. I love space.
Yes.
And loving space,
Yeah. I
love
like roadie.
Shuttles.
I'll do shuttles for you.
But I'll not go.
Running on the
Road
road.
you
Kiambu.
to me, basically it's this way. Shuttles is a backs thing, road in your forward.
Because they do kilometers, those guys.
And I played both positions. I mean, I played almost everywhere. You could. There's a time I used to be forced to play before I grew whatever. From 87 up to about 90, I used to play anywhere in the back line. Anywhere.
Throw me there, I'll play.
I'll play for you well. Because I understood the game, I understood the positions, I knew what was required and what have you.
Well,
Good.
so as you go to coaching, as you move to Kenya.
So 32 at December. I've just turned 32 years. I think around 15th, because it was a day after 2 days after my birthday. Akat comes and tells me, Ukuhat. I'm sure some of you are saying...
See, you can't look what, like in
comes and tells me, hey, we're interested in you, what, we'd like you to come to to the office. We discussed this further. I said, okay, why not? So I was picked, and I coached from 2000 up to Hong Kong World Cup.
Hong Kong World Cup in 2005. Okay, during this time, are you still doubling up as Impala coach? Or did you leave Impala completely?
No, I was still doubling up as Impala coach.
Your first the first game you coached as Kenya Sevens coach, when was that?
My first Kenya Sevens was actually
assignment.
Safari
Sevens.
Safari Sevens. It was the Safari Sevens and World Cup qualifier.
To take us to 2001 World Cup.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
And we had a team that was assembled. And obviously you try and pick the best players to play for your Kenya team. And then the Shujaa side are picked from the... Because that time, there was Kenya and there was Shujaa.
Shujaa, yes.
No, a lot of guys...
That Mzungu came and ruined our pecking order. He came called Shujaa the main team.
The main team. But Shujaa was actually our
second
string side, yes. The Shujaa side was... I was assisted by Max and Joe Munyafu.
The Munyafu.
The Munyafus.
So your coach for All Africa Games was still involved?
Yeah, they were still involved.
Coach
In fact, let me tell you, coaching.
Max.
I'll say this only once.
Do not quote me.
No, coaching is an art.
Sio kila mtu.
Sio kila mtu.
Dot.
Sio kila mtu.
I will stick to that.
The coaching, there are people who coach A and B.
That's it.
Na mkitoka B, uko bench ama uko nje.
There's nothing.
It's A and B.
And B.
Yes.
There's nothing in between the
Inaitwa intrinsic and
kuna kitu.
Intrinsic and something.
And
Extrinsic.
Photosynthesis.
Okay. So kuna mtu wa A and B. Nimesema na nimesema na nimesema.
If you don't follow this, that's it.
Bench ama
nje. So who are the players?
Then there's obviously my style of coaching. My style of coaching is very open. Mimi niko na A up to Z.
Tunaweza enda
Z1,
Z2.
Basically, what I believe in is coaching is 30% of what you bring as a player. Coaching is only 30%. All I'm supposed to do is guide you to do what you're supposed to
be able to do.
Exactly. Because your talent is what has gotten you into the team. Not that you have decided
coaches, mnasikia.
Not that you have decided you're going to come into the team.
You already
have that ability to get into that team. A lot of players have to start believing that. I've noticed that some of those players don't believe in that. Why you're called to the national team is not because the coach likes you.
It's because you have something.
You have something that actually has made you come into the team.
Quote.
Now, this Safari Sevens 2000. Who are some of the players in this squad?
Hey, that squad had many players. The main team, I think Pablo's the winger. There's Sami Kakame. There's Shaka. No, Aswani was not in that squad.
It's 2000.
2000.
The team, It's Charlie. Toti was in that team. No, Kado was not in that. Kado was a toy.
2000.
I think Charlie must have finished school in 2003 or something.
Kado is older than me.
So that 2000 squad has qualified to Kenya's first World Cup.
And Shujaa first has won.
Shujaa's won Safari Sevens. So that's a problem.
The young guys.
It's like the Safari Sevens last year. That's already a problem.
That's already a problem.
Yeah, because now...
Then,
That's why I can
Shujaa, we beat Namibia in the semis.
Uh-huh.
Now, the top two are going to the World Cup. We played Zimbabwe. We lost that game to Zim. And actually, that day I swore to myself I'll never lose to Zim.
To Zimbabwe again.
Yeah. That was actually the day I said Zim will never lose to them.
So this is the final now. You lost.
We've lost in the final, but the
already
celebration,
qualified.
everybody is excited.
You've been to the World Cup.
We've never been to the World Cup. It's because I think the first World Cup was in '93, if I'm not wrong.
The 7th World Cup, I have to say. I don't know.
There was '93, there was '97, then there was 2001.
So Kenya is in the World Cup in 2001.
Kenya is World Cup bound.
2001. So Shujaa has won. Shujaa is in the final. Where did Kenya fall off?
Fall off as in-
Safari Sevens.
Shujaa won the Safari Sevens.
No. There were two tournaments.
Oh, there was a qualifier.
There was a qualifier and there
It's
was
two tournaments. It's not the same tournament.
No, surely.
No, it's like we played.
No.
There's a year we played the same tournament.
No, that was
Gaio.
Kabeberi.
No.
As Kabeberi, I think 2001, they denied Impala to win that tournament because I think they came. And that time Impala.
So, okay,
you know,
so
a lot of people keep telling me, you guys, you just used to pick Impala players and not. Let me give you a simple thing.
Yes.
In 2000, I think if I'm not wrong, in 2000, Kabeberi Sevens. Kenya beat Impala in the final of that tournament.
This is Kenya, and this is the
Kenya has 6 players from Impala. And Impala that time has players who've beaten everybody else. I mean, they took the hard route.
Everybody.
They took the hard route to
the final.
the final.
Those young guys.
And guys kept on saying, the truth is that time Impala ilikuwa juu. Impala was a crusader.
Kama kitu iko juu.
Iko juu. I mean, it's like Mwamba and what have you. Yeah.
If they're good, they're good.
I'm only disappointed with Mwamba for one thing, bana. The last time they won circuit in 2011.
Now.
Na bado wanasusha juu ya vitu ndogo.
We are going to
it's a bit painful because they are fun. They're
fantastic.
They are fantastic.
It's the thing, bana.
So
amazing players, but you can't just.
We are 2001.
Hatutaongea juu ya Impala na circuit. Hiyo ni story nyingine.
2001 we in the World Cup. Where is the World Cup?
Madel Plata.
This is the story I want.
Madel Plata. Unbelievable. Beautiful place. Nini.
This is Argentina.
Yeah, in Argentina. Yeah. A city that hosts 50,000 people normally. But everybody goes to Argentina for holiday in Madel Plata.
Hey.
So it becomes from 50 to 50,000, 500,000. Tenfold. Straight.
It's packed.
And there's accommodation.
And then there's
I don't know how they operate. Yeah. So now the worst thing is the Argentines have decided we're going to have the derby. You know the derby?
Yeah.
Have you heard about that derby?
Yes.
It's actually the biggest derby in the world.
Hey.
River Plate versus
Boca Juniors.
Boca Juniors. They decide on Friday, as part of the entertainment, to bring guys to go and watch the sevens. We're going to have Boca Juniors playing River Plate. We're going to have derby. So now more fans have checked.
No, it's packed.
That game was not played. The fans clashed.
So this is Friday before.
It was not postponed, it was cancelled.
Because it's an exhibition.
The mayor of Madre Plata said no.
No way.
These guys are destroying my things, man. So the game was cancelled. If the game is at, let's say, 6 in the evening, it was cancelled at about 10 in the morning. Because on Thursday already there was too much chaos. 10 o'clock, our majama
Warudi.
So this is the curtain raiser to the Sevens World Cup.
Yes.
So this is Gor AFC in game.
Yes.
Game.
Sawa.
So game has 10,000 people. Guys have landed there 500,000 in Kenya.
Now,
si tunachoma kila kitu.
Now the Sevens World Cup. Let's go to the game sasa.
Hey, the Sevens World Cup. Amazing, exciting. Everything was all right.
Packed?
Because it was packed to the rim. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful tournament, and they were not playing during the day. It was actually, a lot of it was played from
evening.
4 o'clock up to about midnight.
Was it because of the heat?
So our first game, I think, was against Fiji, if I'm not wrong. We lost. Our next game was the hardest game I think we've ever played in the World Cup, in any World Cup that we're ever going to play. Against Argentina in Argentina.
With a voice
With a
crowd. The crowd that is singing everything.
Those guys chomoking from the tunnel alone scared me. But they've all chomoked, bana. And they've put water on their hair, bana. They've chomoked from the tunnel. But sprint, all of them.
You guys want to jog into the pitch, Nini?
My guys, but I checked, they said, hey.
What is this?
We lost that game 32-6, if I'm not wrong. About 32-6.
32-6, so those are drop goals.
It was, I don't know. It was a try and a conversion, actually. Those days a try was
so Fiji, Argentina,
It was actually a 40.
Then we played another, I can't remember the team we played, but we only won one game that tournament. But winning that game was so exciting because it brought us into proper sevens rugby. Because we beat France 12-6. Yes. At the bowl final. Not bowl final, bowl semis. Or was it quarter final? The first game of bowl.
Yeah.
So it was exciting. It was very exciting. You've gone somewhere very far. You've gone for a rugby thing. We've never been involved in this high-level rugby thing, and you won that one game.
You're like, yes.
I was excited about it because we lost the next game, I think, by 2 points or something like that. I'm not sure. But the excitement was too much.
To who?
I can't remember. I think we maybe it's Chile or something. I can't remember.
Again, another South American team.
So, Kenya's already now, we've won a game at the World Cup. We are back. We are a co-side at this point.
No, we are not. No.
So take us to know your
co-side, you ilikuwa kazi. Becoming co was work. Dida, wherever Dida is, super.
Dida.
Who's Dida?
Mark Andere.
Mark Andere.
For those who don't know.
You guys, see the guys, you help guys.
Wherever Mark Andere is, Mark Andere was excellent.
Toast to Mark Andere.
Toast to you, Baba. Mark Andere joined me after the World Cup, and we were given assignments. Our first assignment was the 3 to 5 tour. I mean the 1 to 5.
The 1 to 5.
The 1 to 5 tour that to Dubai and South Africa. She chilled. You ever heard that story of She chilled? She chilled had 3 protagonists. There was Philip Wenesi, Newton, and Sydney Blackrose of Bonyo.
Kibira's finest.
Yeah, that is. I don't know what an example I can give you guys currently of what pandemonium that is.
That was just ridiculous. We won Shield. By the time those guys got to the van, they were drunk. Because it was Heineken sponsored.
Getting Godi.
No, as in, I'm looking for somebody who was as good at playing and as good as chaotic outside.
They're not
So
many.
this is Oscar Ouma, Isaac Adimo,
Maybe Zami.
and Samuel Yates. Yeah. Maybe Sam. Okay, yeah.
Not Billy Odhiambo.
And Billy Odhiambo. Thank you.
They show up.
So they're already drunk.
They were. By the time we got to the van, they were drunk.
You've won. This
And
is a
We've won ball. Shield. That's why it's called Shield. I met these guys. This Shield thing. Nobody knows where it came from. I met them discussing it. Before they're taking the shower, they've sat they're with the car, they're with the Shield, and they're discussing among the 3 of them. Ni Waluya wote. Nani? Obonyo is Luya.
Black Rose.
Black Rose is Luya. So there are three Luyas, but they're drunk. They're discussing. They're wondering, Hii kitu inaitwa nini? Chill.
So before the shower, they also high.
So they were high. And no, we have to go shower, then we go for dinner.
Dinner.
It was a mess. But they managed, at least after the shower, because I insisted they take cold showers.
So this is Dubai now.
That was Dubai.
So you come back to
Then we went to
Cape Town.
No, it was Durban.
Durban.
Those days it was Durban. So we go to Durban. Our first game is against Fiji.
Hey.
But Chapo had some good scores, 45-0, I remember.
That's okay.
It was not too bad. We kept on improving. Actually, let me be honest with you. We kept on improving with every tournament that we went to. So we won Shield also in
Durban.
in Durban. But this time, at least they knew it was Shield. I mean, I had educated them. I mean, it was part of my job.
Yes, it's part of it.
I mean,
Man,
apart from just coaching, sometimes, the coach also educates them.
You know you're in Kilimani primary
No,
school.
it's
Chill, man.
It's the really talking.
Weta language.
So that is
So one Shield, and then this Namibian coach, they won bowl that year. Fantastic, we've won bowl. You guys have won the Shield. You guys have 1 point, we have 2 points. But then nilimwangalia vibaya. I told myself again, I just kept on saying, these guys wanna knew. I kept on saying I'm going to work very hard because I know in 2004 we're going to go for a World Cup qualifier against these
same guys.
and Tawapata.
This feels like Jordan's.
No.
Very personal.
So some of these things were very personal.
Yes.
Some of these things, like even Ham on Sand of Queens. Ham alinifanya vibaya bwana. Alini mess. Ham. And we're watching Flatlit mzuri bana. Me and my chick who's now my wife bana. I'm the guy, I'm the young guy. What? But Ham comes from behind and lifts me with my elbows bana. Nini sasa mjama?
That's the point. It's not a cheat.
Go on. Everything. Bana naangaliwa how am I going to react when I check here and I see how I know my legs were literally there but I picked me up.
Like this.
When I looked at how I saw Ham's upper says
Zusha, I can't fight.
Nini, but I just shook her wife. I told her, yeah, he's a friend of mine.
He's a friend of mine. We just joke around.
Just joke around. What? You kaisha. Lakini Ham alinitenda.
Cinema midget. We are midgets. Compared to him, Ham came.
But Ham is big.
That time, Ham was actually big. I was about 90 kgs. And he just lifted me with my elbows. Kutoka hapa bana. Anashika elbows. Wow. That's how strong. This is what I want to tell you. That's how strong that old school was. A lot of guys keep saying,
Rugby is...
These days, ni SNC imesaidia. Let me tell you, Squeezo, kulikuwa na wanaume. Wanaume akina Max. Huge. No SNC, big. Just big units. Big units. There were no jokes.
I think we should concussions from handoffs alone.
Kina Jimmy Green, kina who, the late.
Jimmy Wino,
big Aji Mayoki, Ahuga Mwenesi. They were big boys. Magunga, Omondi Magunga. Big. Omondi Magunga was 6'6".
Even Nani, our
6'6".
He was a second of Kenya.
Our scrum.
As you continue, reminiscing people.
No,
Kenya side, we back to Kenya side. Ukiendelea kukumbuka na scrum.
Okay, so now.
So tumemaliza Dubai,
Durban. Then 2000, that was 2001. 2002, we were invited again to Dubai. We were not invited to Hong Kong and what have you.
So it's just Dubai?
It was just Dubai and SA.
And SA?
Yes. So we were invited to Dubai and SA. So we go to Dubai, we win one game on day one. Progress.
Okay, so that's progress.
I'm excited.
All right.
Day two, we get to the bowl semis. We're discussing, of course, we have characters. Kina Boga, characters. People who, you know, your SNC, your physio, your physio tells you this person can play. But that guy is saying, no, I cannot play.
I can't. He's already decided.
Akwa peke yake. I'm telling you, there are characters in this world. And sasa hiyo amekupatia hiyo shida yote. Tumemtafuta. Ndio ashike plane. Aboga ya magari lakini ulikuwa na maneno ulikuwa na maneno wewe.
Rodman. So
and he was an excellent. Oh my God. Aboga, let me be honest with you. I think Aboga is one of the best wingers I've seen in Kenya.
This is senior Aboga.
No, Peter.
This
2002 bana, senior Aboga alikuwa shamaliza.
Peter Aboga kwani ana miaka ngapi? 2002.
Oh my God. Peter Aboga was like at that time yani
Peter Aboga is
40 this year,
yeah. Peter Aboga used to kimbiza Oscar a lot. In fact, I think Oscar even said it.
Aboga is one of
Aboga was, but Aboga was not alitutesa pia.
So
clever.
That time actually Charlie was in the team in 2000.
Charles Kadovilis.
If I'm not wrong, I think he was in the team.
He should have been.
I think he was in the team. Kinatoti, Benja, obviously.
So between
Luki,
real time.
Yeah, real time. Hey, real time. Onyang. Hey, Lucky Looks was my guy completely. So, we live there, we organize ourselves, we know how we're going to play, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. In Durban again, no, not Durban, I think that time we had moved to George, if I'm not wrong. Either Durban or George. We decide, okay, we're playing. So our pool has South Africa, Wales, and some team. I can't remember the third team. So our first game we play Wales. No, we played that Kafani team first.
That is a Kafani team first?
Yeah, we played the Kafani team.
Fiji.
No, the Fiji can't be a Kafani team.
It wasn't Fiji. I think it was Papua New Guinea.
Those ones,
Fiji too.
We play that team first, then we play Wales second. So we beat Wales 19-0.
So the Kafani team already
the headlines already, I think, were already written. Because beating 19-0.
Wales. This guy.
Wajawa wako na kitu. We play South Africa last game, first half bana. Tia 21-0.
Say ahead or
They say ahead.
no, guys.
But it's good to hope.
We beat Wales.
So we talk at half time. We say we're going to do this way and this way and this way. 19-7. 21-7. 21-14. 21-19.
Hey.
Lucky Looks, uko wapi wewe? Ulifanya nini?
Lucky Looks
alipeana hiyo kitu, hiyo game. Alipeana hiyo game. Hiyo game ilikuwa open.
Ilikuwa yetu.
Namcos alikuwa ameitana hiyo ball. Achukue.
Luka akaenda nje.
Luka kaona hii ni dami. Alichapwa turnover. Luki, wewe. Lakini ni sawa tulimake quarters. That was the first quarters Kenya ever made.
2000 and Luka kani mtu mpoa.
Anakumbuka, anajua.
2002.
So that was the first quarters.
George or Durban, the first quarters Kenya ever made.
And it was my 35th.
Toto.
Yes.
What?
It was my 35th
birthday.
It was like my present for 35.
Toto, you know Toto was special.
Toto alitoka high school akaingia Impala team 1. After a few months akaingia 7th. Toto is, I think, the best 7th player we've ever had.
True, yes.
A lot of guys keep telling me what. But Toto was special.
Toto.
Namkosi, my boy.
Hey, Bongoma Senior.
2002 we've reached the quarter final.
Yeah.
Kenyans mnaangaliwa nikaa mnatumia madawa.
Naambio tunaulizwa who's coaching this team? Who's coaching this team? I won't give them a bad word. Wazungu wananiuliza Where is the coach?
Where's the coach of this team?
Yeah. You can't be that. Hey,
You can't be the one coaching this team.
ilikuwa shida.
So 2002, first quarter final, then this time we're not playing any other.
No, wait. Then after we got to that quarters, we get an invite to Hong Kong
Allah?
in 2003.
Hey.
So 2003, we go to Hong Kong. We get to the quarters again.
Allah?
Hong Kong loves you now.
And I don't know if we had, no, actually we were invited. I'm not sure, but guys will correct me. Maybe we might have been invited to New Zealand also that year.
Was it that you know tournament in New Zealand? You beat
Hapana.
Australia.
Was it
In New
2003 or no? 2003 we were invited to Hong Kong. Then 2000 we got to the quarters again after beating. No, Toto was not in 2002. I don't know. I can't.
Anyway,
remember.
it's they were there around there.
We just, you know, we're rewinding.
So
what will
2003, yeah, we then were invited obviously back to Dubai, SA, and then we were invited to New Zealand and LA.
Yes, they usually
In 2004.
say. Yes, you know, people
So
don't listen.
Yeah.
We've had this story twice.
They get to all these places.
Then we didn't get another invite, but now we were incorporated into
The call
into the call. Because actually, I think even we were obviously that time. I think the core teams were like, I think they were 14 or 12, and we were number 8 at one point.
The series.
In the series, and then and
as
number
inviters,
11, and number 11 as well. And no, a lot of guys keep saying, Bill, yeah, we might have gotten 5 points, but that 5 points made us number 8 or number 11.
On the log.
On the log.
Against sides were playing.
Because right now we were number.
We were 12.
We're 12 right now.
So,
Okay.
2003, 2004, now we are inducted into.
Yes.
As a co-side.
So 2004 we were inducted into a
And
as
then
a
now
co-side.
then there is a qualifier.
There's qualifier.
Hey, yeah.
Hey, my God. That qualifier, the star of that qualifier was Alan Makaka.
Hey.
I think he scored the most tries because I think Oscar had his perennial.
His perennial hamstring stories.
There's no upper.
No end up hamstring.
I don't know which it was. Whether it was upper or lower. But Makaka was our star player that tournament. That's a year I think Lavin came into the team. I think in 2003 after we had gone to Hong Kong. Akina Dennis Mwanja. But Dennis Mwanja was in the team already at that time. We had Leslie Mango.
Hard guys, banner.
They were good players. They were good, committed guys who you give instructions and you allow them to get out of the,
But within a certain space.
You allow them to do whatever they can, express themselves. But
You see? So, this qualifier in 2004, where was it played?
it was in Zambia.
Lusaka.
Lusaka, Zambia. Oh my God, one of my favorite destinations.
We can see why.
So, Kenya.
Lusaka, bwana. Those guys don't stories. Whiskey sijui ni nini. What you guys are storytellers. The main guys are beer guys. Guys who drink beer.
They are beer drinkers.
They're beer drinkers. And those guys drink.
Yeah, they drink.
No, they drink. They drink.
Hey, that should be Africa's Germany.
So,
No, they
Lusaka, we play, definitely, so it's a 2-day tournament.
Two-day tournament.
We chappered everyone in the
No, we chappered everyone. Actually, that tournament, we won it.
I want this game against Zim. Did you meet Zim?
I can't remember.
But we beat them anyway. So we qualified to 2005 World Cup.
Namibia, actually. Did you
We beat Namibia in we met Zim in the final.
Yeah,
And forget them. Like.
So
actually, we forget all the teams. That year, there was no competition.
So
But then again, it tells you, once you've been in the circuit,
you go a level as in
you go to another level.
Okay. This is in the space of 3-4 years.
Yeah, and if you remember very well, when we were playing the World Cup semis in Kenya, the time we did the qualifier, Zim was actually playing in the circuit.
Oh yes, in 2000.
So it directly translates that
to
you become
better.
bigger and better.
That's
yes.
why people. So tumeenda World Cup 2005. This is your last year as Kenya Sevens coach.
2005, yes,
Yes.
when I did World Cup in Hong Kong.
In Hong Kong.
So you've been coach for 5 years. Uninterrupted.
About 6 actually, if you count 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, and 2005.
Yeah.
It's
6
actually
years.
6 years if you look at it.
Yeah.
6 years, very key.
I think I'm the longest serving.
Uninterrupted. That's what I say. That's why I want to know how. Anyway, carry on with the.
So 6 years. So
6 years.
this. Where did you reach in 2005 in that World Cup?
We got to, I think, the bowl semis, if I'm not wrong. Yeah.
This is the World Cup Lavin broke your heart.
Yes.
Yes, that's the World Cup that Lavin
Lavin.
decided. Wacha nisome.
Lavin is my guy, kabisa, but I gave him all. In fact, I told Lavin, listen, mimi na wewe tuko draw.
Wewe unaweza
You're the general.
You're the general in this team.
Play and enjoy
You
yourself.
enjoy yourself.
Then 1 week before the knee tells me,
But he explained.
very humbly. No, I had him.
Yeah.
Very humbly, he came and told me, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Hii siwezi.
Siwezi sitatoboa.
Sitatoboa,
But
do you know, the guy who looked at me badly was Dida. Dida was
Wakandere-
so pissed off, you know. He told me, bana, this guy. Unajua ni Mjaluo. This guy.
Does he understand what we are doing?
Does he know what he has done?
Everything, all the prospects.
Everything, we are-
Everything. If he score a try at the
no,
corner,
no.
Lavin can put it in. If he score
You know,
center.
those days, unfortunately, we didn't have an essence. So we used to,
You double up as
we used to
everything.
work very hard. Let me be honest, we worked very, very hard. Now, bana coaches just have to, his fitness level imefika wapi? Unajua my level. So ni is it 7, 8, ama 9, 10?
Amefika wapi?
Amefika wapi? You don't have to, no. Because
I don't want that detail.
the job as a coach now is just to push the guy to do what you want to do in the game plan, get his skills set, sorted, and all that stuff.
You guys need to put the cons.
As
everything.
we used to do everything,
Everything.
man. Even teaching guys to sidestep.
Yeah.
Una sidestep, unaweka cons 4 5 hivi unamwambia step,
Life skills.
step. Life skills.
So after 205, what did you quit ama nini? Career ilianza story zake.
Nilipigiwa simu. Kusema tu ukweli nilipigiwa simu. So, but I'm very, very active member of social media. Unajijua
Utatuambia msanii nani later. Acha ni note down, msanii alipiga phone call.
Alinipigia simu akaniambia
Active member of social media.
very active. The committee has decided that you have to resign. So I expect your letter of resignation
Yeah.
now.
Now.
Yeah.
Why resign and not fire?
Why not?
See, I think the respect. You tell me what respect.
Real serious.
Si kazi siku hizi.
I don't know what it was.
Wanaficha nini?
So
Wanaficha hii.
Unaambia msee.
sasa hivyo niliambiwa nipigiwa simu tu bwana my guy. It's my guy.
Look, you're laughing, you're like, hey,
No, it's my guy. It's my guy.
Resign now.
In fact,
Resign
when I
now.
see his phone, I say, this is bad.
let's nisikie.
But he was a director at that time. I
Haya,
think he was
so
the director in charge of squads.
Tutapata hiyo.
so tumemaliza 205 now you've been forced to resign.
I quit everything.
You quit quit everything.
Everything. Even Impala.
Even club.
Yeah, even club. But the club was healthy that time, so I didn't think it was. I was disappointed, obviously, but I thought also I needed to take my life in another tangent, because at that time now I was about 37, and I thought life.
So life now is happening.
Yeah.
So this is between 205. Now tumeshamaliza na international Kenya Sevens. Now you're still Impala coach at that time.
Yes.
Between 205.
No, 205 was not Impala coach. I quit.
Yes, you quit 204 or 5. See when you
205 I quit.
So between 205 kurudi nyuma to 2000. What were some of your highlights at Impala?
Impala
That's
had
good.
so many highlights.
Sasa hapo ndio mlikuwa mnashinda everything.
We were winning everything, yani literally everything. Mkisema ati mko 15th tuko.
Piga.
Let me be honest with you. Queens. We played Queens I think twice in the final or 3 times. You know, Queens was the hardest team to play. By fact.
By far.
And one of the reasons that Queens was the hardest team to play was one Paul Odera. You know, a lot of guys look at Paulo Dera, they don't know. They don't know. But Paulo Dera was my 1-5 tour captain. First and foremost, I have to give respect to that guy.
A mongrel.
As a mongrel, his leadership skills were excellent, and he was a good player. Even at Queens, a very, very good player. And he denied us a trophy where we shared. Yeah, alichapa Namcos kwa kona pale male. Namcos, by the way, he caught Namcos at the corner.
And this is Paulo Dera, a senior Paulo Dera. Said him, "Make kuna mzakushika."
He was
in this. He was older.
Namcos at his prime and an older Paulo Dera.
An older Paulo Dera.
It was in extra time, actually.
Chased him.
It was a tough one, but we shared that trophy. I think that was the 2003 trophy of Enterprise we shared, if I'm not wrong.
So if I'm not wrong, between 2000 and 2005.
But we won everything. Nilikwambia, there was a tournament called Armed Forces, whatever.
Tens.
Armed Forces, tens. I think it was held for 5 years. We won 4 years. The first year is because maybe we didn't participate.
But the next
four, we won all of it. You know why we won? Hey, my guys used to get drunk. They had vodka. They whatever. They used to give guys cases of vodka.
Hey!
That's the other reason I came to realize that we used to win Tennessee. Because even Tennessee, I think we won 4 or 5 times.
Because Oseto said guys were very disciplined in their drinking.
No. Oseto, Benja.
Those are the...
I'll be Oseto, Benja, Mitch. Some funny guys. 1 or 2, 3. TC, I think. No, not TC. Not TC. TC, I'm sorry. No, you, I know. No.
Anyway, for real. The forwards were not
but there were serious
Your
guys.
front was not drinking.
Orege, Kouko. No, not Makanga, sorry. No. Rach never used to drink.
Yeah, Rach is looking
Rach never used to. I'm emphasizing. Rach never used to Zaf. So, you know, the team. So, by the time guys win a tournament, there are guys who've gawana. They know this box has 15 Vodos.
So they already know.
Yangu.
But Philo,
But but Philo, you are my guy. Like,
So
you're not among
I
that.
have a question before you go on. Because this is important. I just have a question. Bill, how did you know where guys were hanging out? Because the only thing we used to see was a hat.
Hey, fear. Unajua
Home time. How did you know?
I don't know.
Guys, because there's a time we found us in Langata.
Found in Langata, I found guys at K1, Akina Sario. Akina Sario, Akina Makanga. I found them at, even Benja was in that. I found them at K1. I found some guys at Carnival. I found some guys at Jake's.
Hey.
I was found thrice in the night.
But you know, the thing is, the discipline then was not as much as it is now. But guys keep saying the game was not as hard then as it is now. The game has always been hard.
Yeah, it's a constant.
Rugby is a game of commitment. It's a collision sport. So when people start saying the collisions now might be harder because everybody is.
Everybody's
But
bigger.
I mean, if you look at the collision velocity, it's almost the same because even then it was the same.
Yeah. The collision velocity. Oh, collision velocity. Coaches, collision velocity ni kaa
Ako hapa.
hapana, sinaambia watu kuna ni coach afu kuna coaches.
Coaches.
Mtu anajua coaches ni Duncan.
Degwa.
Duncan anajua coaches.
Coaches mabasa.
Ndio mwanama. Coaches ni watu.
So it was the same. So having guys drink on Fridays and play on Saturdays was a bit off the charts. Then eventually, guys became clever. They decided, I think that the guys who started Thursday night.
Thursday
a
night.
lot of guys don't know.
Club
but
night.
I think club night was started actually by rugby.
Yeah.
all these Thursday nights things that you keep seeing in Nairobi, I think, was actually started by rugby guys. Because guys used to go for training, they go and drink because they know Friday.
I can't go out.
Lazima nipumzike, ndio nicheze Saturday. So, according to me, I think that's a theory.
Yeah, it started with rugby, definitely. Who else is drinking on Thursday? So, you've resigned everything in 2005.
Yes.
Then you pop back up into the scene.
Oh, I popped back up.
At a very good club.
At a very interesting.
At a very good club.
Somebody called me. Somebody just told me. Actually, the same guy who called me for Nini.
For that Nini?
For the resign. Calls me again and tells me, boss, are you interested?
I know.
I mean, it was an opportunity. I'd undergone whatever issues I had. I think tried to sort out family issues and things like that. Because when you're in Kenya Sevens, there's a lot of traveling.
Yes. So
your babies are growing. Your babies are growing and they're missing you and what have you. So those 3 years were very crucial in me linking up.
Back to your family, there's intent that links the family.
Yeah. Cheers to you, man.
Ulisaidia.
So I get a call. Oh, sorry, Polly. Sorry, bad manners. Sorry. So I get a call and I'm excited.
Yeah, you go to the den.
I've always liked the way they play, but I've always hated the.
It doesn't. They don't look for space.
They don't look. They didn't know what space was. They had to bomoa for that space.
They had to
mimi ni kubomoa hii. Kubomoa in kubomoa.
Si sema space iko hapa kwa mgongo. Hapa nyuma. Space iko hapa kwa mgongo mtu.
That was whatever. Then in 2008, I think also Curtis joined KCB.
Yes.
A lot of guys don't know, but I'm the one who brought Curtis to actually.
He was at Nondis at then.
Yes, he was at Nondis. I'm the one who brought him to KCB.
Curtis Colago, not the other.
Colago. Let's just check. Winning Kenya Cup, people as a coach, my guys don't know how hard it is. Cheers, Bana. 3-peat. Kazimzuri.
So, KCB, you are there. You only lasted 1 year.
Hey, that's another story again.
But I just want to take what were the highlights of KCB. KCB, you call this guy Arsene Wenger. Alikuja akatoa wazee wote.
Sikuwatoa hakusikia, they couldn't understand there was something called space. Space ni nini?
What is this?
Huyu. Lakini I had good support.
Yes.
Because even akina Shikwe, Shikwe say understanding where I come from.
Okay, kumsha makes sense.
And that makes sense because yenyewe I don't have to chapa this guy here. Naweza mchapa tu hapa kwa shoulder.
Shoulder kani imeenda.
That's Tomia.
But unfortunately that time KCB were 3-peat champions.
Yeah, they already 3-peat.
Yeah, so I joined in 2008.
Yeah, just after 2007.
2007. So we didn't win Kenya Cup that season. We denied Impala. I'm so sorry, Mike. So sorry. We denied Impala Kenya Cup 2008. Because Kenya Cup, had Impala beaten us at that time, Impala won at KCB.
Is at KCB they would have
won Kenya Cup. Yes.
Was Impala coach then?
Benja.
So KCB, you changed the how KCB play.
We even won 2 sevens tournaments that year.
Yeah, that's the first tournament.
I know.
It was first in a long time.
It was the second, I think, tournament ever.
That club.
Yeah. Yes. So you guys won 2 tournaments that year. I think you won Kabeberi, and I'm not sure which other. Was it Christie's or something?
There was a Christie.
But it was either or Driftwood or something. But Mwamba won the circuit that year. Yeah. I think that was Mwamba's first year.
Mwamba's first year into dominance.
Into dominance, 2008, yes.
Now to come to 2009 when they had practically the whole 7
Yeah, yeah. So 2009 they won. They didn't win 2010 because they've never won a 3-peat. I don't think anybody has won a 3-peat
of a series
of circuit. Only Impala. Watu waambiwe. Only Impala has won 3-peat.
People have come closely twice.
Wanachapwa.
Shinda nikiambia watu kaki na Anthony Kajara Karanja, I can't talk to you.
So KCB, you're done that year. you've introduced the toys kina Tiko.
Yeah,
Wamae.
Wamae, yeah.
Who else? Kina
Benja,
Ojema.
Ojema. An auntie's favorite.
Kina Sebastian Shivoka kino simze.
Seba was a good player. Seba was a very underrated. Yeah. A lot of guys but he was really good player. So Kina Togo.
No, Togo.
Kina Togo.
Togo there. So you've KCB then Nani come back calling. Your guys come back calling.
Yeah.
After they see you in KCB, after they net them a Kenya Cup win.
So yeah.
Impala come back calling for you.
You know, that season was very interesting. You know, at Impala, KCB was leading 23. That's the same season. Well, KCB was leading 23. I was coaching KCB that time. But the game ended 32-20 to Impala.
To Impala?
Yes.
The previous game.
I made a mistake of drinking with my guys at Impala. Mazee walinipatia maneno. Walinipatia maneno. But it was okay.
So you get back to Impala the very next year?
I go to... Unataka kujua hiyo story. Your story is very interesting. Day one at KCB. We've gone for resume training. I've got all my plans ready. In what. Nimepanga cones nini. I'm waiting in the moti because I've gotten there at 4:30. Mapema. 4:30. At about 4:45, the team manager comes and tells me, I'm sorry, KCB have decided that you're
off.
No longer
the coach.
Ushapanga cones?
Nishapanga cones bana. Nimepanga cones bana, nimepanga kwa najua 2009 tunashinda
Kenya kama niko ready.
Nishapanga.
Plan iko ready.
Coach wa kitambo alikuwa kaa MP wa kitambo na Moi tu kwa radio na.
I was so disappointed. But I don't feel it because KCB have my guys. Akina Zed, they're my guys. Kabisa.
To this day?
To this day, my akina Ndale.
KCB
my boys.
Naambia Kimpana mkimturusha tu hapa tunamuona. Guys, so you go back to Impala.
I went to Impala the same day.
The same day.
Sini niambia 4:45.
5:30 uko
Impala.
Club.
So Impala nimeenda. So you know,
let me go.
Let me just go and watch these guys. I do my laps. Mini and
home.
Hey, bana, a guy tells me, hey, are you interested?
Who's this now?
I won't say, naming names.
Is Nini?
Ati, are you interested? I say, what the hell? Are you serious? I mean, this Jobo is somebody's.
Yeah, there's only somebody here.
That person has moved to
Kenya.
Somewhere else.
Oh, somewhere else. Yeah.
So it's kasema sawa. I'll take it up.
And you even 209.
Ndio hiyo 209
tukashinda Kenya Cup.
Tukashinda Kenya Cup.
KCB. KCB. Alikuwa anatengeneza tu kushinda.
Same template. By the way, I didn't change it. I'm serious. Same template. Because Impala already had that culture in them of how to play open. Okay. So it was the same template.
So 2009, you coached Impala between 2009 and?
2009, I left in 2011.
2011. So you won that Kenya Cup. What were your highlights hapo katika hiyo miaka mbili?
It was exciting winning Kenya Cup at Impala again. Because Impala had not won Kenya Cup from 2004.
Yeah. So you are the last.
So mimi ndio nilikuwa nimeshinda ile sasa nimekuja
Bill Kenya Cups.
So who are these young players that shone at that time, man?
So
unakata
kuna jamaa.
Hapana, si
between so 2011 umeretire. You retired ama pia upigiwa simu?
Nilipigiwa simu tena na jamaa wa Homeboys.
Oh, people forget ilikuwa coach ama director.
No. They call me DOR or something.
Director of Rugby Homeboys. Yeah, he was DOR at Homeboys.
I did 6 games at Homeboys. We won 5 and lost 1.
So after Homeboys hata sasa kujavelisha tunajua hii itakuwa na nini?
Haikuwa. I mean it was a temporary situation. Then from there obviously I decided to go into management, not willingly because once a coach always a coach.
So you went back to Impala's management?
I love coaching. Even now if I'm offered a position for coaching, I'll coach.
Those who've not heard, wamesema Queens iko na
Queens
opening.
still have Chaliangawa, Ham Onsando. Guys who bullied me when I joined them the first day.
Ham.
Hamu carried you.
Ham carried me like a baby then.
So you between when you came back as chairman for Impala. This now 2015. 2015. So between 2012 and 2015, you're just there.
No, I was quite busy because I was a selector at that time. I was a selector at that time, and I was also in the committee of Impala. And it was interesting. Okay, I was in committee. I came into the committee in 2013, and I was still a big part of
Impala Rugby. Yes.
Not only Impala Rugby, but even Kenya Rugby at that time, because I was in charge of selectors. Actually, I've been in charge of selectors for a long time, from 2009 or something like that.
Hey! So you selected the players who took us to number 22 in the world.
I was part of it.
Yeah, you were part of it.
I was part of it.
So,
I have a question about this selection part, but rather, it's rather wide in terms of, okay, now we're discussing. Do you know, which is very weird, that from the year 2000 to now, any coach who was on the Kenya Cup has never been the head coach of Kenya.
It's an interesting thing. Maybe guys just don't want to take it.
Like, I know somebody wants to take it. Was 3 Kenya Cups right now.
I know that. I know that guy as well.
Would you have refused if you because I know Tunji is the only one. The
again, as I said, coaching is there's A and B, and there's A and Z.
There's something somebody has reminded me.
To Z.
And I think that is how you ended up at KCB.
Yeah.
You were Super Series coach for the Lions when they won the Super Series.
Only time Lions won
the Super Series you were coach.
Yes.
That was before you were KCB coach.
No, that was
during the time.
During the time.
I heard Nani was in that team, John.
Daktari Meso.
Meso, yeah.
Akina Mwanja. The franchise was KCB and Mombasa.
Yes.
Imagine
Yeah,
that.
KCB amjai tupenda. Sawa.
Again, tulishinda. Because I'll say tulishinda. Hey, went to TZ, we cost fracas. Alafu Cheetahs were the next weekend. Oh, no.
Coach for the Lions. What story now?
That's when a certain person got the name Rambo.
That was
Hey, Rambo is one of my biggest characters at Impala. John Rambo. One of my biggest characters at Impala.
So
John Rambo, when Impala is playing Mwamba, I'm sure the least problem we're going to get is a yellow card.
The least from that guy.
The least.
It is from John Rambo.
The least, because I know. Because, there's a list where you decide that somebody is going to play the whole 80 minutes. John Rambo against Mwamba, anytime I've coached him, I've known. Hapa kuna yellow card. Yani, I used to panga a game and know. John Rambo hapa 20 minutes, kuna mali 10 minutes.
Panga mali 10 minutes inajazina mtu.
My guy kabisa. Character completely one of our best. Let me be honest with you. No, a lot of you'll ask questions, but you won't get the gist. The biggest characters we ever had at Impala are second rows.
Hold on to that. Bas. I said second rows, Warlocks. Now.
Warlocks. Let me be honest with you. Starting from our main guy, Wacha Obonga, Peter Ndwati.
Yeah.
Characters. On and off the pitch. There were characters. Because there was Peter Ndwati, there was Obonga. There's a guy called Anthony Karembao.
Remove all mucus in the nose.
Hey!
Malik Ndemi. A lot of guys don't know, but let me tell you, John Rambo himself, a lot of guys don't know, but a lot of our characters were actually second rows. Obonga, Kwanza I think is the biggest one. But there are characters. Impala has been built on a lot of things, but one of the things that it's been built on is character. And character, we've had the best number 7s for a very long time, because we had almost a continuous number 7 for a long time, because we had Benja, we had some sort of Chums. We had a guy called Salim Chacha, and then we had Matasio. Marti. No, Saj was 8-1.
8-1 as well.
Yeah. Our characters have been those particular situations. Then also we have had characters who are hookers, where you have Akina Makanga, Akina Rach, Akina, Ndong characters. But everybody wants to ask me which is the best position to coach. The best position to coach is number 10.
Number 10.
When you coach a number 10 and you see a number 10 sprout and become a full rose, is the best
That's
thing.
The best thing.
For a coach.
So you went back to chairman. How you came back not as chairman of Impala 2015?
Shida.
Many chairman was Shida. So 2015, if I remember well, the previous year Impala you finished 2 peripheries of the league.
Number 9.
I think Western Bulls beat you.
When?
There was a fight.
In 2014.
There was a fight.
No, but 2015. Let me tell you, I took over when we actually had gotten to the semi-finals or quarters already.
That was during Stu's time.
We had gotten to the quarters. Yes, in 2015.
2015, yeah, because
Yes.
14 ndio
Because I joined in 2015.
2015 as chairman.
Yeah. I was vice chairman through
that
for 2 years before becoming chairman. And when I became chairman, a lot of the structure had already been put in. But the Impala structure is very interesting. The Impala structure has been there for a very, very long time. So it was just how you just find it. You just make it better with every season.
With changing times.
Yeah, because when we took over, I think we started a small program where we decided that we're going to do Impala in a specific way. So in 95, 96, 97, the skeleton structure, how the people, do they call it the skeleton?
The skeleton, yeah.
You put a skeleton.
This
is basically what we want this to look like. It's basically what we are seeing sprouting and bearing fruit to what Impala is now. We were lucky that we got a 3-peat at that particular time. We were very dominant, rugby-wise, for a specific period. But that period has moved on. But we have managed to keep Impala going for
all those years
and very strong up to now.
So I think that you've answered my question here, 2015 as chairman, yote. You answer yote. So we move now to the best 5 players you've coached.
In sevens.
That's too general.
Sevens.
Best 5 players.
I've told you, one of the things I've always enjoyed coaching is backline play. And bringing up, especially flyer position. Number 10 is my favorite position. I want a number 10 who's able to play number 13.
Okay.
Why?
Because you can also create from that end for the second pivot.
Exactly. They have to be strong enough to defend.
Okay.
So my favorite people to coach. Me, I've got different situations. My favorite people to coach were TC, Lavin, NATO. I enjoyed coaching Obonga because of his he's an unbelievable player. And I've got quite a number of guys in KCB who I'm going to punch up as number 5. Because there were the Tico-Ticos, the Newton, the young one. What was he called? He was a very good player.
Yes, the
small
bro.
Yeah. Scrum half. Kina Togo, Ndale, Kina Xavier. They were a brilliant bunch who accepted me and wanted, going to KCB was already, there was a language barrier.
acha onda. Unaongea ukweli sana.
Thanks to Amai. Wameenda ni kwa
kusikia.
Haya, because
There's language barrier, but at the end of the day, I learned a lot from them. And I'm sure they learned a lot from me.
True, they mpaka leo walikuwa sema yes, they changed their lives.
It's not respectable to rush a mzee, but because we are trying to get to, you know,
Hey, you guys.
we've been around for too long. Let's try and move it out.
So we do know 7. Your dream 7th team.
Just
Kenya.
Just name
Aye.
them.
Just
Name names.
When do I think you guys were going to bring this on to me?
Yeah. Just name them.
Your dream 7 as in
Among
of
my
all
forwards.
time.
Among my forwards.
Of all as in of all time. You can
Dennis Mwanja.
One.
Hi, my guy, Kabsa, my guy. Ben Nyambu.
Nyambu.
I loved coaching Ben Nyambu. Amonde. Because I coached Amonde at KCB. And he changed a lot.
Yes, the epitome of
Unbelievable. I think
Yes.
he's the epitome of rugby.
Yes,
itself.
he's an epitome of the rugby story.
Number 9 is Newton Ongalo.
Ongalo.
Tony Robin.
Number 10.
He's where it gets sticky.
The guy. Just name the guy.
It has to be Lavin.
Lavin.
Center.
Niko na story ya Dan kwanza.
El Digolo. Center.
Namkos.
Namkos.
Of course, on the
Now wing, I'm torn. Give it to 2 people because I think Kolo belongs in that team, but I also believe Oscar belongs.
Oscar also be good. So hapo watacheza nini?
switch.
Incoming outgoing. Atakimbia.
I think basically
it's a very good team.
that would be.
That's a very good team.
That's a fantastic team. Say it again.
Just to say, Dennis Ironman Mwanja, Ben Nyambu, Andrew Asuswa Monde, Newton Ongalo, Lavin Maestro Asego, Ian Toto Namkos, Simiu, Colin Sinjera, Oscar Simiu.
Oscar
Oscar Osil.
Oscar Simiu.
Oscar Simiu ni. Opia ni proper. 7. That is a very serious squad.
Okay, moving on swiftly.
It is.
Kwanza ni Dumaya. Hii squad ni nini? So hakuna bench. Dream team inaga bench.
Wewe unatuambia hivi ndio unashinda hapo kutuambia.
Haya.
Because I think Kolo is special.
Best
Kolo
coach.
is special.
Best coach. You see, the best coach you coached against is when you look at the other side, you're like, this guy again. I'll give you international and local.
Ule mtu alikuudhi basi.
Ule mtu aliniudhi ni ule jamaa Fiji. Ule jamaa alikuwa akinichapa kila wakati. Ule jamaa, I can't remember his name, but that guy, he was a big fat guy. You know, let me tell you, those guys, the management were 3 guys, but units, all of them like this, but all.
The guy with the shukas.
Yeah, shukas, but they were crazy guys. But that guy aliniudhi because alikuwa akinichapa 45, 25, 40. Huyo sikuweza.
Locally.
Locally, I don't know anybody who coached Queens at that time. Basically.
Anybody who did Queens at that point?
Because Queens was, they were a problem at that time, and we sorted them out.
So fun questions umejibuka zote. There's one by Kwambo. Kwambo said you've won shoes. You've won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Kenya Cups. To name them, 2001, 2001, 2002, 2004, 2009. Which was your sweetest? Ile tamu.
2000. Obviously, ya kwanza ni tamu. Ya kwanza ni
sweet.
Tamu. Kwanza when it's against Queens. Oh my God. Super. The best thing that you can do, at Impala, hata sahi we teach those Impala guys. The first thing you do is beat Queens.
And then
alafu hiyo ingine shindeni. That's one of our mottos. Because Queens tumesumbuana na Queens kutoka kitambo. Si ati juzi hata even when I came in sio Ahuga aliniambia ati Queens ni mbaya. Ni wazungu wengine hapo, a guy called Chris Lee. A mzungu there. He told me the first team first thing you have to know is that we hate Queens.
That's it.
Hakuna kitu ingine. So it was tamu kabisa. I think winning also the 2009 was actually excellent.
while.
Yes.
The KCB,
KCB tungeshinda Kenya Cup 2009.
Mngeshinda 4, ingekuwa 4 pit.
Ikakuwa 4 pit manze.
on a fun question. So, what do you see the future for Kenya Rugby? Where do you see it going now? Where we are at, looking for a new coach?
That thing of looking for a new coach, you know, I'll be honest with you, I think one of the biggest problems about our union, I don't know if it's a union thing or it's a players thing, is that they believe that when you hit 40, your coaching career is over.
Eh?
40 or 45. Let's be honest. Most teams that are well coached and well run actually have coaches who are actually, it's a retirement plan.
Lakini hapana usiongee juu tuliletwa retirement guys hapa hivi.
No, tuletewa lakini you see the thing is mnaletewa retirement guys who are 80. Yet you have retirement guys here
who can do
that work. I mean, we have very good coaches in Kenya. Let me be honest with you.
Can I throw a spanner in the works? So have you applied for the Kenya Sevens job?
So that is one. Have you applied for the
No,
Kenya
I've
Sevens
not.
job?
I've not applied.
If they call you again, if Ino decides to call you again, just say anaweza kupigia.
Nikipigiwa simu siwezi kata.
Huwezi kataa. Na ukipigia simu
I love that. About
ukipigia simu take over from ule jamaa wako wako huko hapo juu.
Wewe ni nani?
Sigangi. Ule ako hapo juu.
Could take over that.
No. Why did you tell me no care? You don't want to politics.
There's something that I am not very good at. It's politics. If I have guys who can do the politics for me, sawa. Lakini not chairman.
It's a very political
there's something about Kenya Rugby I'd like to say. We have very good guys who actually run Kenya Rugby in Kenya. But the problem with the guys we have is we don't have too many or enough technical guys
Foot soldiers.
to help run the system. Most of the guys who are there are blue collar guys. Or is it white collar?
White collar.
White collar.
Basically,
And they need a few blue collar guys. Even though it means incorporating them,
But they're needed.
they're needed.
Yeah.
It helps a lot.
And the second bit of my question was on
Ladies rugby. What?
Future of ladies rugby.
I love ladies rugby. In fact, it was one of the things that I really put my back behind when it came to Impala. Because I think at Impala, if you look at it, from 2015, the ladies rugby really went.
It's only thing that works at Impara.
But it's not a chairman thing. I think it's at the end of the day it's an Impala thing. And we have very, very dedicated guys who handle rugby, the ladies rugby at Impala. And we have a patron who hata ukimwambia no,
atakufuatilia tu. Can you imagine?
akusikii.
Akusikii hiyo no imepita.
If it is going to benefit the ladies, atakusikia.
Yeah, cheers
And if you refuse to put money to that, he'll put the money himself.
Cheers to George Mangeli.
George Mangeli.
Hey, well done.
Cheers, Baba.
Cheers,
You're
Baba. And
everything.
Mary as well, the coach.
But it's not only to the ladies rugby team, it's actually to the whole of Impala. He's been a great servant for Impala.
Sasa hapa ndio Mwalimu Martin uliza maswali.
Sasa swali yangu ni very simple. Tunamaliza. The funniest or strangest things you've ever had on the touchline, in the stands,
Digolo kwapi? Digolo kwapi? Hey, Digolo.
And when we were playing on the pitch. Okay. So we start with when you were playing on the pitch. The funniest and strangest thing you've had from a teammate or an opponent on the pitch.
We were playing some game. We were playing. When Gordon Anampio amenichomoka, nimemfukuza, nikamchapa, he made the pass to Rombo. Rombo nimeamka, the guy he has stepped, I think it was Chris Kate or somebody like that, nimeamka, and he's not very far from me. kumchapa ingekuwa too hard. Lakini nilikuwa nimecho. Bana John Bull Walobwa, the late my guy. He told me, "Wewe unatuza." Wala that was my most painful. And he was screaming, man. Unatuza, man. It was, I think I can't remember what tournament, but it was a tournament where there's a crowd and everybody. Man, you worked hard to chase this guy. You've tackled him. Man, unajua umeamka hivi. Jamaa amepita about 5 meters. Man, jamaa anaitana kutoka 25. Umetuza, Bill. Well, that guy, I didn't.
That is
from the touchline. Digolo bwana ameambia Shivoka. Hiyo story ilikuwa funny. Nipe ball bwana. Huyu jamaa ana pesa jakula. Leta. Ana ndo jakula. As a coach Digolo. But Digolo again. That's what I'm saying. I had characters. At Impala. Real characters who have actually made a very good out of their lives, and I'm very, very proud of it. Apart from just coaching players, what you want to see is you want to see them grow into proper good human beings who have families, who have a good way forward in their lives.
Now, from the stands, when you are sitting in the stands, craziest thing or strangest thing you've had?
The stands, I was told, I think it was 2003 when we won. I don't know, a lot of guys don't know, but I think I've won 4 or 5 tournaments as a sevens coach. So the first tournament, I sijui ni nani. I think it was a Nakuru guy who. I think it was a Nakuru guy who told me, bana, if you don't win this tournament, bana, sijui kama utarudi Nyeri. Wewe ukikosa kushinda hii tournament utarudi huko kwenyu huko Nyeri huko.
As a Impala?
No, as a Kenya team. It was a final of the
local
47s, yeah. Hey. But we won it. Hey. And the guy, he actually came and brought me 2 beers. He told me,
Shika vizuri.
But that's the thing about Nakuru fans.
Oh, they're very great.
If you do well,
one of the teams that I really like personally is Nakuru. A lot of guys say what, but Nakuru, their players are very humble.
Yes.
At least to me.
Nakuru are very humble.
Akina Gibu, Akina Mose.
Even Oscar, who na yenye lake mbaya.
They're very humble guys. They might have their own other issues, but Kina Kichwa.
It's a beautiful team.
The eighth man, what is it? Lawi.
Fantastic.
They have another thing altogether. It's another team I really like.
Nakuru is a beautiful side.
We need them to step up because
to get back to Banta, nataka kupiga Banta na Dangu.
Haya, tumalize.
So, now since you are godfather of cool, I want to send you off with a few tips.
This is a new
it's
not
thing. It's only for godfather.
Especially for the old ones.
It's only for godfather. I'm going to ask you.
This one even our backroom guys did not know it was coming.
Yes.
So there's a bit of shock that's coming to them.
Okay.
Yes.
Sasa nilijua tu atafanya hivi.
Sorry.
So, I'm going to ask you words. This is a new slang. This is a new sheng. So natakuja tu a few words, what they mean. Afu tukupatia meaning ndio kisi yako nje usishtuke.
Sawa.
So the first one is
job.
The first one is Mbongi.
What's a Mbogi?
What is a Mbongi?
If I was asked, I think it would be a Volkswagen.
Okay, Mbongi is your guy. So nanaka you.
My majama.
Hey, Lucano.
My boy.
Your boys. That's your crew.
Oh, Mbogi.
That is your Mbogi. So
kama ukiwa kina Karembo.
Yes. So that is your mbogi. So when you take it, ukiongeza spice unasema mbogi genje.
Hey boss, I hope they're not more than 3.
That is no baya. Next ni kehuti.
Kehuti.
Kehuti is leaves. So if it's mbio.
Yes.
Mbio.
Kehuti is mbio. Aya, another one in the same line, Ngife. Hiyo hata mjui na mimi mnaruka hapa.
Ngife is smokes.
No. Ngife
is smokes nowadays. Let me tell you.
Okay.
Wait.
In my show.
My guys of nowadays. Ngife was what?
It's Ngife. No, it's Ngife. Fengi.
Ngive. Nyinyi mnaongea nini?
Okay.
But Ngife.
It is bang.
It smokes. Wait, Ngife is bang.
Yeah, it's bang.
Yeah,
bang. It's bang.
So it smokes.
No, it's bang, as in a bang.
Oh, a bang. A place for Fegi.
Yes.
Fegi. Guy.
Ngife. Missing. Aya.
Ask you. Fegi.
Aya. Baroda.
Boss.
Kitu unaweka kwa Ngife. Kitu unaweka kwa Ngife.
Chapa.
Yes.
Hey, Baroda. I know Bank of Baroda. Yeah,
yes. Yes. Lagunya.
Hata mimi sijui.
Lagunya.
Hiyo sijui.
I've had that thing. Sijui kwa.
Lagunya si mbogi za ngumi gwebwe za something.
Malagunya must be.
Malagunya is.
It must be.
You're close. You're very close.
Nini.
A bit lower.
Oh, the foot.
Yes, your shoes.
The shoes. I know. Lagunya is somewhere.
Lags. Hey, it comes from lags. Then the last one, sasa, you name mato, favorite ya mato. Kabariang.
Kabariang. Yaani mswaizo vitu.
Kabariang.
Ukisikia kakitu.
Umetoka time ya fulani Impala uko na Kabariang.
Impala na Kabariang mbaya.
Kwanza hapo usiku.
Usiku tu Kabariang wanatufika.
Bash.
Hapana.
Don't overthink it.
Touch game. Kuna Kabariang.
Kabariang. Okay, I've seen Kabaridi.
Yes.
Kabaridi.
Bas. The godfather of cool. So, asante sana. Ngoja nini wait.
Before aruke nje.
Kuna ball hivi.
Before kuna process hapo. Pena ball.
Patiana ball hapa.
Oh.
Video ama picha. Yoyote video.
Sign it. So you're there.
Basically, I want to thank Githinji for coming through, and thank you very much, guys, for watching this. For all of you who have not learned anything, that is sad. If you learned nothing from this, it is.
Coaching is an art. Coaches woman.
Coaches. Kuna A, B coach na kuna A to Z. Aya, na mjue kitu moja, the more successful you are in Kenya Cup, the less you'll be a Kenya coach.
So Kolago? We are sorry.
Happy times, meruka nje.
Kwisha.
Cheers, Bill Githinji.
Cheers, Baba.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much.
So 10 is